Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to First Strike, where we shoot first and ask questions later. Today we're taking a look at Banner of the Maid, a strategy RPG that's been kind of like on my radar for a while. I haven't really had a chance to play it much though. I've gotten like maybe 20 minutes of it. I've played a little bit of it, but that was months ago, so this is pretty much blind. So we're going to go ahead and do new game. We're going to be jumping in. I've turned off the voice acting part of it because a lot of the voice acting is the and and kind of things going on in it, where it's just like a single syllable kind of like at the beginning of it. There is some actual voice acting, but from my encounter with it, it was more interruptive than not. So yeah. And it's also not in English, if I remember correctly. But anyway, we've got 3 modes to play here. We've got story mode, which is like your easy mode, officer mode, which I presume is normal, and general mode, which I presume is hard. We're going to go with officer mode because I am not a masochist, but I also actually want to play the damn game. So we've got our loading screens. We've got a little introduction here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can actually skip it. No, we can't. So yeah, there is no dialogue in this introduction. I think there isn't any way for me to actually skip it, so I'm going to keep you guys with me on here, just because this kind of introduces the story of what's going on at the very beginning here. There is some anime-esque kind of, not necessarily fan service in this, although to an extent it is, but yeah. The strategy part of it has actually gotten fairly positive reviews, so I am looking forward to that. It is supposed to be a respectable strategy game, at least in terms of, you know, difficulty and actual combat mechanics and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't think it goes full-blown hentai, so don't be buying it on that kind of aspect of things, but they are rather large-breasted women in it. So yeah, that's about as far as I think it goes. Just judging by like the reviews and stuff like that, it doesn't seem like there's that much beyond there, beyond just like that kind of aspect. And there are male characters as well, don't worry. But we've got Banner of the Maid, yay! I don't know why they used just plain font there. That would have been a perfect place for their actual kind of cool looking logo, for it to be a bit larger. But we've got Prologue, and I think we'll probably try to go through as much of the Prologue as possible. It's going to introduce us to the mechanics and stuff like that. We're located in France right now. There's a lot of historical locations. I don't know if it's actually going to be historically accurate, but we're going to go ahead and just go through normal. Varennes is, I'm going to mispronounce words as well because I don't know French. Varennes is not that far ahead. Are you sure that the king will be there? I can only hope that's true. Otherwise, the king of France might already be in the territory of another country. Be vigilant, Marquis de Lafayette. Okay. If we don't bring the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can't afford this kind of blow during such a crucial moment. Speaking of French strategy RPGs, I do plan to eventually cover some PSP games. One of them might be a fairly popular one that you guys might know of. But anyway, what's the king thinking? Can't he just can't he just be put in the palace? I think we can look at the log as well. Yeah, okay. What's the king thinking? Can't he just stay put in the palace? Okay, so having just recovered from a serious illness, you should stay in Paris and rest. Okay. It was I who provided the intelligence. Of course, I have the responsibility to accompany you and the troops there. I don't think they're the guard. I don't think they're the Garde Nationale, the National Guard. Okay. It's the army of the Royalists. They must be here to pick up the king. I'm counting on you. I'm not experienced in the battlefield commanding or leading charges. Our actions tonight will change the fate of France. Marquis de Lafayette. I cannot say that for the life of me. Marquis de Lafayette. If I say it slow. Please be sure to find the king and all his entourage. Okay, don't worry, you better take the time and think about how to persuade the king. Okay, so we've got 2 kind of like ground units. What's the noise? Well, we're in combat now. The enemy has been alerted and are guarding the bridge. Anyway, move to the enemy first, get close to attack, and show no mercy to these traitors. Okay, I can deal with that. So they want us to get up close. They want us to attack. Standard cavalry sword? Sure, we'll stab you in the face. And we have like a group combat going on here. So they like lead in, they do some damage, and the other group kind of comes back at you, shooting at your ass. So yeah, it's one of those situations. The enemies are going to get their moves and probably rip us to pieces. I don't know if this one's like a guaranteed loss or if we just follow the tips throughout. Keep formation, charge! And yeah, that does a ton of damage because, well, cavalry versus infantry. It's kind of a given. There's still one group of enemies left at the entrance of town. Hope the king is still there. No time to waste. Get it done now. And I think there might be like location-based kind of aspects to this. So we want to get up close. Do you actually have any items? Yeah, I don't think we can actually attack him with that. Yeah, he's not close enough. So you'll just wait there. And I have it on auto ending the turns. I would probably change that if I do an LP. I don't know for sure, just because, but it's fine. So he's going to go ahead and charge in, and we're going to be perfectly fine here. Hopefully. Let's see if there's a back attack. Go ahead, go around. Let's go ahead and get up into his butt and attack him from behind. Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, he has advantage. Okay, whatever. At least I think that or we have advantage versus him. So, yeah, that wasn't enough to kill him. I wish it actually reflected in the number of units how strong the unit was. Because, yeah, it would be kind of nice. So, like, if they were down to just, like, 5 HP, they'd only have 5 riflemen there. But that is more along the lines of, like, Advanced Wars and stuff like that. This is somewhere between Advanced Wars and, whatchamacallit. Trying to remember what it's called. Fire Emblem. There we go. Words, they get out of my face eventually. Royalists regarding this carriage, let's get closer and take a look. The designated areas that you need to reach are marked as yellow grids. Move to that area to complete your mission. Groovy, so it's a relatively easy mission. In we go. The longest way ever. Heroic. Oh, we actually have heroic actions? Sweet. Wait. So, cough, like the messenger said, it's the carriage that the king took. I'll leave the searching in the town to you as I stay here to guard the carriage. Please do not try to cause a disturbance. I will deal with it. You can rest assured. You don't sound very French to me. Well, madam, please step outside. Okay. As I expected, it's her who stayed in the carriage. Surely you know what would happen next, yes? His Majesty is in the town, and Marquis de Lafayette will find him soon enough. Please come back to Paris with us. What will happen to our family when we return to Paris? You'll be killed. And the documents left by His Majesty confirm that he had betrayed the country and its the people. You'll be detained as soon as you arrive in Paris. For France at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy in which friends inside and outside Paris are all eagerly waiting to take their bite. Then what will become of my children, the future of the royal family? Your children will be taken care of. After all, they're from the bloodline of the royal family. In this current situation, their lives can only be held in the hands of others. Alright, please don't make any unnecessary resistance. This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior, and you must take responsibility. Oh, she got magic. Okay. No, okay. Groovy. Sure enough, as predicted by the painting, the blue diamond has responded. It seems you're the person I'm looking for. What do you mean? I'm not here for the king. What I'm looking for is the ability hidden in you. Anyway, what I'm about to say may be confusing to you, but please listen to it carefully, then consider it seriously before answering my question. This is not only about you and me, but also about the future of this country. Oh, yelling and commotion can be heard from the distance. It seems the king has been found. There's not much time. Please listen carefully. Okay, I'm listening. Tell me what you need to say. Or are we stuck with Lafayette? That was the most turbulent moment of my life. Oh, we're the lady. Okay, I escaped from the gate of death, and my hands hold the key to change the future of the country. That was the legacy that has been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are inevitably caught in a torturous fate. I hope this action won't be one of the many remorses in my life. I hope that they can become the maids of France that'll make the country peaceful and stable. Okay. I'm guessing this is the maid that we're talking about with Banner of the Maid. 5 years later, outskirts of Toulon, France. So, the saying that the king was kidnapped is false? If the public knew the truth, the royal family should have been imprisoned, or even worse. It's just a story that I heard while drinking. I'm telling you this story because you, my young lady, are too bored on the road. It was just a story. Speaking of which, I have heard several versions of similar stories, but the woman who changed the royal family must truly exist after her intervention. There have been many changes to the royal family. Oh, young lady, you do really believe that so-called maid stuff. Wielding incredible talents, the maids were born to save the country in danger. I'm not sure. This young lady in a military uniform claims to be a graduate of the École Militaire. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Ever since women were allowed to join the army, École Militaire received a batch of female students who passed special testing. Young lady, what's your name again? Pauline Bonaparte. Okay. A rare surname. You're not a Parisian, are you? I am from Corsica. What a coincidence. When I was young, I joined the army and went to Corsica. Speaking of that. Okay. What's the ... about? Never mind. What topic do you wish to discuss? Oh, we actually get to choose topics. let's talk about the destination of our travel. Where the hell are we going? Have you been transferred to Toulon? There's a war going on here, as I know. My older brother is also a soldier. He's serving in Toulon. I'm here to take a vacation. In my opinion, now is not the time for military personnel to take a vacation. Domestic rebellions happen from time to time, and the wars with neighboring countries are also ongoing. As you said, as a soldier, it's time to fight for the country on the front line. Well, why are you... To be honest, I have experienced a fierce battle recently. Well, it was said to be a victory according to the final result. Well, I can tell you from your medal, even it's awarded by the royal family as a response to the current situation. I think that's supposed to be even if it is awarded by the royal family as a response. It must be considered a degree of military merit. Okay. But the casualties were overwhelmingly heavy, which made me start to doubt whether I'm as suitable as a soldier. So you came here to talk with your brother about it. Yes, it was also my brother's recommendation that led me to apply to the École Militaire. I am mispronouncing that, and I apologize to any of my French viewers. Although he is strange and ambitious to outsiders, he's definitely a qualified soldier. It's a bit odd to hear such comments from someone's own sister. But speaking of Toulon, it's definitely not a good place for a vacation now. Let's go for the battle. I'm not going to stick around too many of these. It's been a year and a half already since the traders within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Toulon. The nearby cities are affected by the war are also in a panic. Alas, people are suffering too much. This war must be ended as soon as possible. However, it's strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Austria, are attacking the city, but also the British. Since the House of Bourbon is still there, even if they're worried about the impact of the revolution, they shouldn't be rushing to wage a war. Even His Majesty supports the Assembly to engage in war. It's really abnormal, and there may be some unknown power in the back. Are you saying like the power of the Maids? Who knows? However, it is not a strange thing for the king to support the war. Although the king has temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family and the nobility are still weakening. Let's go ahead and skip. We're going to try to jump into the next bit of combat. Normally, if I was going to be like really interested, like if I was going to keep this save, I would probably go into a little bit more detail on these. So yeah, we're just going to skip over them for now to try out some of the different battles. Glory on the battlefield defending the country, we joined the army for this purpose. But when we actually stepped into the battlefield, it was a totally different thing. Hundreds of people will either survive or die on the battlefield because of your decisions. How can one take up these responsibilities? That I don't know. I'm not familiar with military affairs. However, you see, whether you're of the royal family or common folks, who can really say they can dominate their own fate? And according to my decades of experience, fate often won't give you much choice. What do you think, young lady? In order to not make mistakes, would you let go of the opportunity to change your fate? Surely not. So much for the talk. We're nearing Toulon. Well, it looks like my ride ends here. The person that my brother sent to pick me up should be near. Then I'll bid you farewell. If you happen to visit me in Paris, I'll prepare more interesting stories and some refreshments for you. Thank you, and I have a few words to say before I leave. Oh god, okay. Your storytelling skills could use some work. Please do hone your speech before we meet next time. This is the first time I've had such an audience. Wow, she just jumped out while it was moving. This is the first time I saw Pauline Bonaparte. After that, she set foot on the battlefield again. And when we'll meet again in Paris, that's several months later. I do have to admit the backgrounds are kind of visual novelty, but I expected the prologue to be longer than that. But now we are in Paris. Let's go ahead and just skip through the dialogue. If we do an LP of this, we'll actually sit through the dialogue. But looks like we've got a couple people to go around with. Okay, we got Leclerc. Did that young lady come this way? Could she happen to be Bonaparte's sister? Can you hear me, Mademoiselle Bonaparte? No response, and I'll have to search the entire area. Who is that blockhead yelling in the street? He might as well lead the enemies directly to us. I guess he must be the one sent by my brother. Can I join him and escape from here? Anyway, let me check out the surroundings and find a place where we can meet. Toot toot. It's the enemy scouts, a group of scattered soldiers. I need to defeat them to reach the intersection in front. In any case, the safety of Mademoiselle Bonaparte must be guaranteed. Okay. So those are our locations. There's a chain of advantages against other classes. Okay. Among the various classes of units, your damage and hit chance against the target will be increased when you're in advantage, decrease when you're in disadvantage. Leclerc's Chasseur à Cheval is light cavalry, which is an advantage against light infantry, but disadvantage against heavy cavalry. Okay, so these are all probably light infantry. I'm guessing detailed info. It looks like that symbol might mean it's light infantry, because this one probably has a different symbol. Yeah, there's cavalry with the horse thing. And she's a rifle. Okay, so yeah, the little symbol tells you what they are. So you are going to start fighting these. Oh, he's a rifleman. You got bread as well, so we're going to just do rifles against you then. Prepare for battle. Oh, and he's rifle cavalry, which is very, very strange. So you are there. And you, if I can actually get it to select you. Can we actually select you, please? There we go. Yeah, that was a little bit odd. And wait. It's a military cap of one of our soldiers, and it was hit by several bullets. It seems that the front line has expanded to this town. The port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not looking very optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers have already been sacrificed on the battlefield. I'll take it with me. If I meet any of my friendly, it's easier for them to recognize me. Okay. Broken military hat. Yay! Groovy. So you're going to shoot at us. We're probably going to get ganked on this guy, if I had to guess. Get them! Oh, yeah. Well, that killed one of them. So we might have to start using healing items. Can we actually swap? Okay, the battlefield contains various terrains. Terrains affect the performance of troops, sometimes obstruct their movements. For example, it's harder to move through puddles in the town, and fighting in the puddles reduces chances of dodging enemy attacks. Where? Oh, that is a puddle right there. Okay. So you, and actually the control for like moving the cursor is really awkward. So up and down is like that. Right is like that. So that means oof, getting it at a thing like that is a little bit awkward. I'm using a controller for this. So what do you have as far as items? You got a musket. And you've got an experimental musket. And some bread. We'll just wait on that. It's basket full of fleur de lis. The petals are already withered. Under the rubble, a dead body. Seems to be some civilian who didn't have the time to evacuate. Aw. It's not the time for sentimentality. Keep moving. Iris basket. Groovy. So you... I really don't want to move into that. I guess we're going to have to, though. It's going to make him less likely to be able to dodge, but... Oh, we got some kind of enhancement there. I'm not sure what that is. It'll probably tell us after the battle, though. Enemy phase. So that guy's... Yeah, he's going to counter us and he's going to die. I do like their little hats, though. It's like they got a little pineapple in them or something. Okay. So, let's see. Hit or defeat enemies increases your morale. When morale counter is full, you can use a heroic attack. Heroic attack increases your damage and hit chance as well as grants you extra experience. Okay. So I don't want to do heroic just yet. That is just normal ground. Let's go ahead and yeah, we will just straight up attack him. This should kill him before he does any damage to us, which we should be able to survive the other one as well. So you guys just go and kill them off. Sweet. So you got more morale, and next turn we can probably do the heroic. And let's get... I'm having to use my joystick to actually move like that, so let's go ahead and wait. Piece of burnt paper. Not long ago, I was fighting with my comrades under this banner. Soldiers fought under my command, and although they eventually repelled the enemy, most of them were killed. Was my leadership good enough? Probably not. Broken banner sent to warehouse, and he's going to come up and try to attack us. We're going to get a counter on him. Ouch. So, go get them. 8. I don't know if heroic will be enough to kill that guy. HP represents organization of a troop. When it's reduced to 0, the troop will have to retreat. When troop loses too much HP, you can recover by using items via the item command. Unlike weapons, items will permanently disappear when used up. Groovy. So you go there. And wait. So that's the first spot we need to go to. Let's go there. And that should kill him before he kills us. So just heroic him. We must fight for today's victory. We believe the foundation of a better tomorrow. And we don't even have to use items yet. Enemy phase. There's no enemies left. And it just kind of skips towards us. So you get to go down here. And we saved your bread. If I can actually get it to get onto that spot. There we go. Wait. So we got there. Are you Mademoiselle Bonaparte? This must be the guy who was yelling. His voice was so loud. Excuse me, are you with my brother Napoleon? Ah, Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay. I'm a subordinate of your brother, Charles Leclerc. Well, just like he described, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have the temperament that fits this military uniform perfectly. Isn't that what my brother said? Oh, is that what my brother said? Ah, except Mademoiselle Josephine, you're the one he talked about most. However, the fits this military uniform part is my own opinion. Thank you. There are a few people in the military who speak like you, Mr. Leclerc. Men or women, some people are born to be soldiers. Let's stop talking and standing here and go back to the camp first. There's an enemy line nearby and it'll be dangerous to stay for too long. Okay. Look out! It's a boom! The enemy artillery! Retreat now! Leclerc, no! Give me your bread at least. Hopefully. Take his gun, take his bread. We got something. It's popped up there. I didn't see what it was. Okay, so we got to the French camp. Battle begins in 4 hours. Are you still determined, soldier that I knew? Is it you, brother Napoleon? Oh, Napoleon does not look like I anticipated Napoleon to look like. Leclerc asked me to bring you a message. And his hand is behind his back and it's bothering me. Asked me to bring you a message. Think that you owe him a big favor. Don't forget to return it later. So he survived. His legs were broken from diving in order to save you, and he'll return to Paris to rest tomorrow. He kind of fell the other way. If I had paid more attention to my surroundings, I would have noticed that the area had already been bombarded once by the enemy. It was my poor judgment that led to Monsieur Leclerc's serious injury. Well, generally speaking, unless you're just like, yeah, whatever. Bad luck happens from time to time. Don't blame yourself. I've heard of your victory from the front line. You won the battle with heavy casualties. Okay. What, did you expect to get some compliments from me? Although the enemy was defeated and I was exceptionally commended, I can't forget the soldiers who died in battle and I can't praise our victory. I'm gonna skip it. I do notice that we actually had an outfit that was a bit more in line with what I expect from Napoleon, and the chapters are short. Okay, so there's probably like 20 million freaking chapters. Chapter is a battle, okay. Keep firing, the enemy's resistance is still strong. Okay, the battle against the enemy positions began in the afternoon and continued until the evening. Target of the attack is Fort Mulgrave, the most heavily fortified position of the enemy's defense around Toulon, and also the key point of my brother's plan. Once we occupy this position, artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from high ground, block their reinforcements and retreat routes to sea, and turn the tide of battle in one fell swoop. At the moment, our army was suppressed by the enemy artillery, but still hasn't gained a decisive advantage if the situation continues this way. Bonaparte, it's turning into a there's the tickle bitties. It's turning into a prolonged battle. The power of our artillery will be limited if we hold off till nighttime. This is Rose de Beaumont, the artillery commander who's supporting my brother's offense. Her name alone indicates that she's a noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionist-dominated army. Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by the revolutionists. Only a few continue to serve the army due to the influence of the queen. Rose de Beaumont is the most distinguished among them. Speaking of the legend of the Maids, has been a taboo for the past hundreds of years, as it's always related to witches and heresy. Recently, there have been positive rumors spreading in the country precisely because the performance of General Rose de Beaumont in the battlefield and the publicity of the royal family. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 more rounds of artillery support. It's time to make a decision. Pay attention to the tone of your voice. This is not an era when you nobles can criticize and boss around people not in the army. Is that so? Your responsibility is to coordinate the artillery, not issuing combat orders. This man is Hubert Mondego, the supervising adjutant sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. His former superiors have all been big shots. Basically, he's the kind of contrary person. Get ready for the first round of bombardment. Fire! Okay, so calm probably means computer-controlled. Allies are probably our own people. We're under fire, fierce bombardment from the enemy. Hold the line as long as we hold Fort Mulgrave. The victory is ours. So that took out 3 of them. 2 of them did not get hit. So we basically need to get there. The dodge chance of troops, both friendly units and enemy units, will decrease in the rain. Units marked with ally are temporary friendly troops of our side. They won't earn EXP during battles. Units marked with calm are friendly troops that act on their own. Try your best to defeat enemies with Pauline herself to maximize the experience. Okay, so Pauline is a permanent one if I can ever freaking select her. We can just do right and left click, but still that movement is a little bit awkward. So you can move there. Can you actually hit anybody? Oh, you can. So let's see. Let's go for you. They'll knock you down a little bit. I don't know if he can actually counterattack her because she's ranged. No, he can't. So you, if I can actually get to you, should be able to come up here and take out this guy. Let's go for, long range attack and harder to chase attack enemy. Musket should kill him off. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and kill him off, get experience. Boom. Good job. So she does get experience from that. Sweet. And you can move up to there if I can actually get the cursor. God, the cursor is actually being really irritating. Let's go ahead and we'll attack with you with just the musket. Boom. Get ready, fire. Boom. Knock him down to 4. Okay, so we can actually follow that up with our own attack. He's going to get whacked in the face. Take aim, attack. Oh, Napoleon gets a second attack? Okay. Reorganization, sweet. Enemy phase. Keep firing. There's a second line of them. Took out all but one. Groovy. So what I think we need to do, let him get into this battle here. I don't know if he gets 2 attacks on defense. We'll find out. And I will probably go looking at the options to see about the controls. Oh yeah, he just gets double attacks. That's not good for me, so I probably shouldn't have brought him up. He's very strong. He's strong. Player phase. Let's go ahead and come here. Options. Let's see. Cursor movement. Default. Should be in here somewhere. Let's turn that off. And controls. Doesn't seem to actually change anything. So let's see. So did it save that option? Okay, so let's see. That's much better. Okay. So turning that off helped me a great deal. So you can go ahead and go there. I think that gives you cover. And you don't have any range, so let's go ahead and wait for you. You are going to move up to here. I'm going to have you wait as well. And since you are not going to be able to get up there, you're just going to get up as close as you can. So inspire. Wait. Okay, so after you take an action, you actually can't undo. So that's worth noting. Pay attention to the target's areas. Fire faster. So he's going to fire again. Going to take out some more frontliners. Damn it, the enemy has already rushed our position. Who's that man with the messy hair? And who's that young lady? Could she just be... She could be just like Lady Wellesley. Oh. And I think we might have... No, we all have buffs. Not bad. The bombardment is going well, and Rose's arrangement is trustworthy. However, our enemy is very tenacious. Pauline, can you still hold out? Time is running out. Go all out and break through the enemy's defense. With my ability, I can maximize the courage of soldiers and strengthen their combat effectiveness. Although I only got one shot at the moment, now is the most critical time of the battle. Polly's inspiration command will increase the damage done in a short period. Once you use command skill, you cannot cancel your move. You must issue in an order of attack or wait to finish your action. Okay. So, oh, she already did buff everybody. Sweet. So can you actually attack this guy from there? Yeah, you can. Go ahead and shoot him in the face. 11 damage. Not enough to kill him, but enough to soften him up. You, I don't think can get into range. Experimental musket, not long enough range. Regular musket, definitely not enough range. You get to wait. And I'm not going to actually take him up there. I'm going to take him over here. And just have him be the kind of like support character. So do we actually get a shot on them? The last round of attacks, fire! Okay, so he's going to take out the ones in the back probably. Or they're going to completely miss. Position is almost lost. It was exactly what Lady Wellesley said. The French will become our greatest threat. The eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war and swoop across the continent. So you got rid of 2 of them. He's going to come in. He's going to die. I kind of wanted to kill him with the other... Oh, no, she doesn't have a short range. Okay. Go ahead and attack. Let's see. Damage is the same for them. Should actually be able to kill him off. There you go. There's your experience for that. do want to get one more kill with her. So he's going to go there and just kind of tank. She's going to go here and attack. Go ahead and attack that one. Hopefully they don't come charging and split targets. Hopefully they actually focus in on her. Nope, they split targets. So that means he's going to die to Napoleon and the other one's going to die to her. That sucks. Because he can just two-shot them and he's going to get his 2 shots. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't get 2 shots. That's good. So you get to go there. Use your experimental musket on him. Oh, that's not going to kill him. So use it on him. That's not going to kill him either. Can you actually move anywhere where you can get a shot on either of them? Go ahead and run away. And you are going to come up here and block him. What is exchange on that? Oh, it's just probably exchange items. And you are going to come down here, and if you attack them from there, does that do reduced damage? It's going to soften him up. So he's going to be down to 2. That means that we should, that other one goes around, we should be able to actually just finish this off. So you're coming in, you're going to attack her, she's going to counter. There's 8 damage to you, you do 9 damage back. Yes, so that's more experience for her. I'm kind of sad we couldn't get her leveled up here, but it's fine. He's going to do 8. That's going to knock her down to 2. And she should be able to finish him off as well. Yay! She got inspiration too. So 80 experience. Sweet. So let's go ahead and get the hell up there. You wait. You wait. And it's just going to be just rounding off the battle here because we've got to get to the exit point. I'm slightly curious if, I don't know if we're going to get to like unit management or anything like that, because I'm almost positive there is unit management in this game. Actually, I am positive there's unit management in this game, because people were talking about equipment, and you actually do have equipment listed, so that does factor into it. We just haven't gotten to that point yet in the first 2 chapters. So, well, technically 3, because we had the prologue, didn't we? Okay. So we're all just moving up. And I wish there was just an auto-resolve function. But we'll go in. Wait. There you go. We did it! We got to the end. Unbelievable. I thought you were just temporarily taking command. You fought with such bravery, as impressive as your brother said. You've overpraised me. It seems to be my ability or something, making the soldiers become, in comparison, the targeting and timing of the cannons under your command was truly impeccable. Groovy. We're skipping it. So now, we can open fire on the people down low. Take out the ships. Your Excellency, it's the bombarding of the French. The French are bombarding would probably be more natural. Seems that Fort Malgrave has fallen. We should retreat as soon as possible before they block the port. Okay, aye, ma'am. This should be sufficient to force these stubborn old men to make up their minds and wage war against France. Status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and the one that survives will be the fiercest one yet. We should take the opportunity to defeat them now. However, this is not something for me to decide. Anyway, I should return home for some long-term discussions. Well, I like the boat graphics. I know they're kind of simple, but the water graphics are kind of sad. Overall, though, I am enjoying the game. Hey, there's the La Victory est a nos. Oh, that's probably just a victory screen for the battle. But, yay, enemies defeated 20. Trophies looted 0. Funds rewarded. Summary 1,000. Cool. But, yeah, that's actually the cliche marketing material in that background there. We're going to skip dialogue again. Unfortunate, but it is there. If you guys actually want to read it, you can play the game. Prelude. Oh, Prelude the Maid of Toulon. Finished. So that was like, the whole thing was a prelude. Okay. We're going to skip the dialogue. There is quite a bit of it, it seems. And yeah, looks like there's quite a bit. Practice swordsmanship. Oh, before that, what should I do with my free time in Paris? Practice swordsmanship and train. Definitely. I taught by down every day. I have a new understanding of timing of attacks. Pauline has acquired a new skill. Attack +1, which increases the damage done by your attacks. Sweet. So there are... I wonder if the other ones would have given us different abilities. In the Malmaison Salon, you can take the side quests and view information such as gallery and career achievements. Okay. The current influence of the Malmaisons is not high enough to provide side quests to you. Try to attract the attention of other factions first. Talk to Josephine to find out what to do now. Okay. So we actually have a city map. Okay, and I think there isn't anywhere else in the city that we can actually go yet. But I have a feeling that city map is going to populate itself. We actually have a gallery, which is, yep, going to be pictures. Sweet. So we can actually go through the different characters that we've seen, which is not many. What is the mode thing? Oh, you can... Seriously? Okay, so we can zoom out and zoom in. It's just like showing off the characters. Okay. That's weird, but it's kind of standard for games like this. Like, if you... A mode, we can actually zoom out on him with his rather robust calves, oddly enough. So you... If we go, like, left... I'm slightly curious. Oh, she's further into it. So if we press A, we can actually see mode, and there is her with her thigh highs and crap like that. And I think that's everyone we've met so far, at least as far as what we've seen. Achievements. Did we get any achievements? Have 10 commanders in your army, 20 commanders, relationship with all factions reach level 2, level 3. Okay, so we actually have a lot of achievements that we can get here. A decent amount. Not a ton, but a lot. So... The Malmaisons. Next reward, you can be entrusted with various factions in Paris when you are free. Oh, cool. A new faction that holds the salon events in the cafe. Pauline was invited by Josephine de Beauharnais, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, to join the starting point of her activities in Paris. Groovy. And, oh, we can actually come over here and talk to her. So is she going to give us, like, journeys? So there we go. Oh, so select the map icon in the lower left and select the location. Okay, so we can actually go somewhere else if we want to. I had to wear this dress for the banquet, although I didn't want to. The address invitation was... Okay. Select the map icon. So we basically have missions and stuff like that, which is cool. So I wager that opened up... Yep, another little thing here. I'll go ahead and open that up since it's kind of part of the game. I was expecting that gown to be longer. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know why. I was expecting more Victorian kind of approach there. So quest-wise, what are you waiting for? If you don't leave now, you can't get to the banquet on time. I know. Okay, so basically, groovy. It's saying you have to go here. So there we go. It does populate. So I'm going to go ahead and call it there. It's been probably about 30 minutes. We've gotten through a few battles. We've learned about the rock, paper, scissors system. We have not gotten to the equipment or the... let's see. Oh, we can actually... improve our alignment with various things by doing the social events. Okay. Thank the royal family for the help. And yes, that does lock us out of the other one. So we have like competing factions that we have to choose between. So cool. But I'm not going to go ahead and I'm not going to get too far. Oh, cool. We got an invitation. Faction royalist has been unlocked. Location Concerne. Groovy. But yeah, we've unlocked additional reputations. So we have the royalists. Groovy. But I'm going to call it there so we don't get too deep into like the story and stuff. I have been trying to avoid some of it by skipping dialogue. If you guys want to see an LP of this, comment down below. And if you enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And give me your thoughts on this game as well. It seems kind of like a cross between strategy and visual novel almost at some points. So, but it's decision-oriented and with actually decent combat. I actually like the combat so far. Seems okay, and I can see how it can get nice later on in a rock, paper, scissors kind of way. So, keep gaming, have fun, peace out, this is Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time on First Strike. Bye.